let's make a welcome basket for the bridesmaids for my stepdaughter's wedding. Okay, so all the bridesmaids and groomsmen are staying in like a cottage house that is next to the wedding venue. And so they already have food and all of that handled. But I thought, you know what, let me just throw a few things together for the girls in particular in case they need anything. And you guys know I get a lot of PR and I have too much PR. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna throw in some like lipsticks and like, I don't know, just like little things that maybe somebody forgot their blush, they forgot this, that, whatever, and they can grab it. Okay, and I also have some really good snacks. So they already have a bunch of snacks, but I have some his and her favorite. So this is her favorite. These are dill pickle chips. So I have a couple of those I'm just gonna throw on one side. And I also have his favorite, which is chomps, but I didn't like the packaging of the chomps, so I made it aesthetically pleasing with the pink. So we've got that. And then I also have some of these just in case boxes, which, you know, they have Advil and stuff in them. I'm gonna actually put all the extras in here, but I'm gonna put a couple of the actual boxes in here. So I'll do this one, and then I have another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one put together. And I assembled these the other day, and I'll show you what's in them, but, uh-oh, this one's coming apart, hang on. Woo, I feel like I have been assembling welcome boxes for days. But that's okay, because like, I love this stuff. Okay, so what is in those welcome boxes, or these just in case, are a bunch of these. These are little eye patches, okay? Then I also have water boys, and you guys can see that we have a pink theme going on. So I'm gonna sprinkle more of these in here. We also have Advil, so I'm going to just kind of layer this stuff in here. Obviously the Advil, I'm gonna kind of put towards the back. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in, you know, but it's not as pretty as the pink stuff. So there you go. I'm gonna throw in some of these little water boys, and let's see. Let's do these one at a time. All right, so we're gonna stick these in here, and I just wanna make sure that everybody has what they need. They need to be hydrated and, you know, ready to rock. So anything I can do to help with that process, you know, I'm here for. So there you go. I'm gonna put some more Advil back here. I'm gonna stick some mints because, you know, mints are always a good idea in case you wanna throw one of those in your pocket. So we've got some of those mints, and I know that they're gonna have a bunch of these fans. She had these fans made, and they have their wedding crest on them, which I think is really cute, but I had some extras, so I'm just gonna throw a couple in here because, you know, they're just so cute. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna stick some of these in the back. And I do have some really cute, and let me do some more of these. Let me go ahead and put some of our eye patches in here because these are adorable. I have a bunch of them, so I'm just gonna kind of like layer them in, and I want them to kind of stick up a little bit. I do have some extra koozies that she had, so I'm gonna stick some of these koozies in here. And let's see. All right, so we have more of the eye patches. I don't like how they're falling down, so I'm actually gonna move them. I'm gonna take them out for a second because I have these really cute little drinks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these in here, and this will kind of give us some height back here. And it'll give you something to, you know, kind of bear down on. All right, I just have a whole bunch of different, this is Wild Wonder caffeine-free, probiotic, prebiotic sparkling drink. You know, it's cute. So we're sticking these in here. I'm gonna stick a couple on this side. I'm just gonna kind of like wedge them in here. Put a bunch of different ones in here so that they have all these flavors to choose from. It is looking good. It is looking really good. Okay, there we go. I want it to be cute, but her wedding colors are green, or their wedding colors are green, pink, and, you know, just kind of like a pastel-y vibe. So I'm trying to stick with that and make sure that that's what you see in this basket. So I'm tucking the other stuff in here, and let's see. All right, we got another one back here. One more. All right, so I'm gonna stick that in there. I think this gives them like a lot of little drinks they can choose from. Okay, so far so good. But there's more. All right, so now that I have this like this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick these eye patches. I actually like it as like a really big bundle. So I'm gonna take them and I'm just gonna fan them out because I want them to like be able to see that there's plenty and they can take, you know, as many as they want. So there you go. I tried to fan them. They didn't fan that well. All right, there we go. That's cute. All right, so now we don't even have that much space left, but there's more. All right, so I get a ton of PR. So I was like, you know what? Let me put some of this stuff in here. So we've got some Glow Recipe glass balm. So that's cute. I'm gonna stick some of this, some more. I'm gonna stick some back in here. Dry shampoo, because everybody needs dry shampoo, especially when it's a wedding weekend. So I'm gonna put some of that in there. I have face masks. These are absolutely amazing. These are the Real Deep Mask, the Biodance ones. They're phenomenal. So I'm gonna actually stick these in the back. I have, I don't know, a handful of those. So I'm gonna stick those back there. And then I also have some Patrick Ta. We've got lips from Patrick Ta. What color is this? Creme Brulee. We have espresso. I also have some Tarte Lip Plump, which I love. So we're gonna stick some of these in here. And I have some NARS blush that's really pretty. So I'm gonna stick that in here too. I've got some Versed. This is lip blush cashmere color. I don't know. There's a couple different options. So I'm gonna stick those in here. And let's see. Oh, I do have Lumify. This is actually micellar water, like eye makeup remover. So I thought this would be good to have on hand. I'm actually gonna try to stick this in the back. Oh, this is getting very full. Okay, and I still have like so much more. So let me just throw some more in here. I've got this. This is Juice Pop Box Lip Tint. Cute. So I'm gonna stick that in there. I love Glow Recipe, and these are like mini size. So I thought this would be good in case somebody forgets like their toner or like their face wash, or they forget, you know, blush or something. This has like little miniatures of all of them. So I figured this would be good just to have on hand. So I'm gonna stick this. I should have stuck this in first, but I'm gonna wedge this in the back just so it's kind of like popping through on the top. So they see that in case they forget anything, they've got these options of the miniature sizes here. Isn't this great? Okay, let's see what else we have. I might not even be able to put everything in here because of the fact that there's so many different things, but this is lip stuff, lip peel. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep this. I don't think I'm gonna put it in there because I don't think it's going to fit, but I do have some toner pads, which I think are great. But those I don't think are gonna fit either because we have so much going on. Okay, so the final finishing touch is going to be my favorite part. Obviously, we have a little card that has all of the festivities for the weekend. So I'm going to stick that right in here. And then my stepdaughter has a dog. It is a Chiweenie named Louie. She's obsessed with her dog, but her dog will not be at the wedding. So I had little Louie cookies made. So these are adorable, aren't they? So I'm going to sprinkle Louie in here because I thought this would just be so cute, right? That it's like Louie is here even though he's not here. So I'm gonna sprinkle some Louie cookies. I have to look and see from the front because I want to be able to see Louie's sweet little face popping out. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, I really do. I really love this. Okay, so look, Lulu's. It's like he's there even though he's not there. All right, so here's another one. I got enough so I could sprinkle them out. What I think I'm gonna do is I think when I set it out, I'm gonna actually put more of these out on the table in front of it because I got like a little, it's like a little runner that I can do. So there you have it. Let me check from the front. I don't like how I can't see this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tuck this one right here. Come on, we have to find the perfect spot for it. It can't be done until, there you go. All right, so there you have it. This is the welcome basket for my stepdaughter's wedding for her bridesmaids. I know they're gonna love it. I can't wait. It's gonna be the best weekend.